Hello everyone! I wanted to give you an update on my Thanksgiving cacti and also my Christmas cactus. I'm trying to see if I can get them to bloom on time this year, and this year is very different than last year was, so we're going to see how this goes. In October, you're supposed to cut back some on the watering. So last year what I did was I misted them every 2 or 3 days. You're not really supposed to water them heavily. Obviously, that kind of tells them that it's about time for them to bloom. These have grown really well this summer. I'm excited about all the growth that I've seen, and I've really been watering them well this summer. But last October, I did cut back on the watering quite a bit. And then starting in November, I started watering them again, and they did bloom on time. The difference between this year and last year was this fall has been very warm. The nighttime temperatures have not gotten down into the 50s, but just a few times. And so I'm just depending on the shorter days that we're getting now. We have about 12 hours of sunlight now, 12 hours of darkness. And I've spoken to several growers who have grown holiday cacti for many years, and they say that it's actually the darkness that triggers them to bloom. So we're going to see, because like I said, the temperatures just have not been getting cool at night at all. So I'm hoping that cutting back on the watering is going to tell them to bloom, along with the shorter days. So I've watered them really well this past summer. I've also fertilized them well, and as you see, they have really grown since last year. So now what the plan is I have them set in the window where I want them to bloom. Last year I kind of dropped the ball on that a little bit because I forgot that the window that they were in front of was where the Christmas tree belongs. So I've placed them in front of the proper window. I don't like to move them once they start setting buds. That's when they can lose buds, drop their buds, when you move them, once those buds start forming. So I've got them set exactly where I want them to be throughout their bloom cycle. So now their rest period begins. So it's really unusual after you've watered them so well all summer long to just kind of stop watering. When I say that, I do miss them every 2 or 3 days, and I do watch the plant. If it looks like it's starting to wilt a little bit, I will water a little bit. But last year, it worked. I couldn't believe it. It just seemed like they didn't need water. So I'm waiting to see if that's going to hold true this October. Like I told you in the beginning of the video, it's 85 degrees today. So my air conditioning is still cutting on pretty often. So this October is going to just be a little bit different. I'm going to have to keep my eye on my plants. If they start looking like they need some water, I'm going to need to water them, even if that causes them to bloom maybe later than I would like for them to. I still want to keep these plants healthy. That's the main thing. So the game plan for this month is no more fertilizer. They've had plenty of fertilizer. Very little water. Watch the plants. I'm really going to be watching them closely with this heat. And also, I'll keep in mind, I'm going to write on my calendar to start watering them again November 1st. And we're going to see if they bloom on time. I certainly hope so. So I hope you all are just having a fabulous day today, and be highly favored, deeply loved, and greatly blessed. And we'll talk to you all next time.